So you're new to whatever, really. I mean, we'll start with spirituality. I mean, and you're new and you don't understand the terms, you don't understand what they're trying to say. Some of it's confusing. If you look at spirit like the internet or the mycelium of Earth, and you're the mushroom plugged into the mycelium, we're basically sending you nutrients. Some people are sending you poison, and you have to cipher through the nutrients from the poison, because both are going to come. And you're picking the nutrients out and trying to cast out the poison. I mean, that's a lot of what we talk about here, besides mad science and stuff. But I mean, if you were writing the book of how it worked, how would you do it? How would it work in your mind? For me, that's the best place to start. It may not be for you, but I like to visualize things. So if it's the mycelium and we're all sending out what we don't need, trying to get stuff from each other, they share. That's kind of how all of this works. I mean, in your life, at school, with your parents, with jobs, being an artist, anything. I mean, you're absorbing what you need and casting out what you don't. Because if you absorb everything, it'll kill you. And I mean, to visualize this as a whole, I mean, how would it work in your mind? In my mind, I see a lot of stuff. I mean, that's how I look at the pyramids. It's how I look at these ancient technologies. How would they work? I mean, how are they sending information? And I mean, the better you get at trying to understand it from your perspective and not someone else's, the more sense it'll make to you. And I mean, let's see. I mean, it's easiest for me to see the mycelium situation because, I mean, spirit is the mycelium that connects the mushrooms to each other. It's also what connects the forest floor to the trees. So it's the divine connection of everything. I mean, and I believe it to be bigger than that. It's just, if I look at it as the mycelium, it's easier to understand and comprehend. I don't have to look so big. But if I start here in the earth, in the dirt, and see it as the mycelium connecting the trees, and I mean, I'm just a mushroom that's wireless, shooting information back and forth to other mushrooms. I mean, isn't that a simpler thing? I mean, sometimes it's easier to simplify it. Imagine you're writing the book. Did I already say that? I don't know. But if you were writing the book, how would it work? If you were trying to explain it to the reader, how would it work? I think that's the easiest way to explain it to yourself. And I mean, it also helps you to be more creative, giving yourself ideas, giving yourself... I mean, and from this perspective, it doesn't matter if you're wrong. You're just attempting to get it right. Because you're going to get stuff wrong. You're going to be weird. It's just life. But I mean, trying to grasp something you don't understand and getting it wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're out here searching for yourself, you're going to see yourself in all these people. And they're going to reflect stuff to you that not all of it is for you. That's just them expressing themselves and shooting it out, you know? So remember that. I mean, and then that goes for like negative people too. Maybe you got a bully or something, or some asshole at work. Don't take the negative, only keep the positive. And you don't have to, you know what I mean? Because if you reflect the negative back, you're just as bad as the bully. I've learned that from personal experience. I've been mean. Sometimes you got to be a monster. It's okay. But when you look at spirituality, and sometimes it's hard to comprehend. Some people, I don't believe in that. Well, you know, good for them. But maybe you want to. For me, I start small and see how it could be. And that how it could be creates that what if for me, you know? And that what if has created so many things in my mind. And I've tried to share a lot of that here. The science, the madness, the joy, all of it, you know? Because, I mean, if I wouldn't have tried, I never would have understood how the pyramid is similar to the heart within your chest, you know? I wouldn't understand the vortex, wouldn't understand, you know, without first trying to misunderstand it and getting it wrong. I mean, I don't even know if I fully have it right. I do know that there's a vortex in your chest, and that vortex connects all this stuff. And we have all this Oldovich effect. We have all these crazy scientific terms that you really don't need to know. So I try and simplify it for you, you know? And I mean, if we look at it from the vortex and the magnetic field, when people speak, they're shooting energy at you. And you need to be able to deflect the negative energy and take in the positive, and then take the positive and make it grow and shoot it back out. So if we look at it, spirit as the mycelium that connects all of us, for someone who's just starting to try and understand the basic concept of what spirit might be, it's easier to do that. Or look at it as the internet. I mean, because that's also the same thing. We're shooting out information, positive, some people are negative, and we're feeding each other nutrients. And there's going to be poison. Be aware. I mean, that's really all you can do. But when you're trying to grasp these complicated concepts and terms and stuff, don't overthink it. Just let it happen. Take something you do understand and try and compare it to it and see the comparisons. Because, I mean, that's another thing with alchemy. Like, that's why, like, sulfur, salt, and spirit is all, you know what I mean? You can take that and do so many things. That they created all this science that we have today. The chemistry, the biology, the fucking material science is all created from sulfur, spirit, or sulfur, salt, and spirit. Or mercury, lead, or mercury, salt, and sulfur. And we see that now with modern science. That's why we have modern science. Is someone took that, compared it to this, and their mind grew. So, I mean, that's the beauty of it. That's the magic. So don't be afraid to try and compare it to something you do understand. To pull back and see what could be. It doesn't have to be what is. I mean, you're creating new things, trying to understand old things. So, I mean, anything's possible. But when you start your spiritual journey and you come from a place where it's not okay or misunderstood or a lot of I don't believe in that. Well, good for them. I mean, so try and take it at the bottom level and just try and get what you can and take what you learn and compare it to something you do understand and use that to help the other grow. Because it's what we're here to do. We're here to grow. Like, if you're not here absorbing and you're not here trying to understand or grow as a person, why are you here then? I mean, I think that it's possible that you're here to learn. You're here to expand. You want to know about the invisible. And that's why I'm here. I mean, I'm still trying to understand the invisible, the frequencies, the noises. Because, I mean, is there something from out there shooting down, possessing me and making me move? Or is it something else? Is it coming from the earth? Either way, it's possible. I mean, having the full answer is probably for somebody thousands of years in the future. But to have a basic grasp and try and use the basic grasp to feed the little seed and make it grow is all we can do. I mean, we have so much to take in. I mean, it's a click away. You could learn anything, especially with artificial intelligence now. You know that? I mean, you can, Notebook LM, I make videos with Notebook LM a lot, and basically you take your studied information, you can click and take it to this program, load it up, and it'll explain what you just loaded up to it, or to you. You take scientific documents, you could take your book, you can make comics and shit on this thing. You can do anything with that thing. And I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, if you want to take these videos of your favorite creators, plug them in and see what it's really teaching you. And it will explain it to you. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. We're here to teach. Because, I mean, even if you're just starting, it doesn't mean you don't have anything to give. It doesn't. The Fool is always fun. I play the Fool a lot. It's enjoyable. He makes you smile. And I mean, if you don't learn anything and I make you smile, I win. That's all. You know what I mean? So that was my goal. Maybe you learn something. That'd be cool too. That's one of my hopes. Because it's what we're here to do. But if you are just starting your journey and you can't grasp it, it's too difficult, it's easier to look at it. Because, I mean, if you can physically see a version of it in nature, it's easier to grasp that it's possible. To be honest, in your spiritual journey, don't try and prove anything. Just try and understand. Because, I mean, when you start trying to prove stuff, people think you're important and shit, and they get all, no, you're not. So, if you take anything from this, take that. I mean, because that's, like, because when you start learning, you're going to get excited. I do all the time. You'll probably see it here in some of my videos where I'm pumped. And that happens. I mean, for me, that's a breakthrough. Or maybe I connected with one of my fellow creators and got excited. I do that too. But I mean, visualizing spirituality it's easier than you think, because we're all trying to pull off the mystic and say it's invisible. But I mean, that doesn't mean you can't try and see it. It doesn't mean that you can't find your own way to be like, well, if this works this way, that means it's possible that this works this way. I mean, that's why I did the video on the pyramids and how they're you. Because, I mean, if we look at it through the functionings of how that is basically the mystical presence of how we communicate with each other and how we spread information, and it's beautiful, because none of us really try and see that aspect of it. We just stick with the invisible and know that it's invisible. But if you could visualize it, like I said, if you were writing the book, how would it work? And I mean, it doesn't mean you have to be right. It doesn't mean, it just means you created a visual in your mind of how you think it's possible. And once you achieve that, I mean, you can make it grow. And I mean, that's the way that I do it from a personal perspective. And I hope that it could help you, to create a visualization of something. And it doesn't just have to be spirituality either. It could be anything. So, I mean, take that, and feed it to your mind, because that's what it's for. All right. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this.